So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the second generation of the 2 Series Gran Coupe, and this is the Brooklyn grey color. What you can't see at the moment is another one behind me, which is in this nice blue color as well. We'll talk about that in a second, but let's start with this one in terms of the design. We have a walk around of it, and we can't drive it just yet, but soon enough when we can, it'd be lovely to get this on the road and see what that feels like. Starting with the front, you can see there's loads of resemblance with the 1 Series. I also have my notes with me so I don't miss anything. And it gets the M design language treatment in this M sport version here. So, for example, we get this bar on the kidney grille here. You can see there, that's the M design language, the M badge there as well. And this has got the illuminated grille here, which looks fantastic. It just adds to the presence of what the car's all about on the road. Look at the front splitter here on the bottom here. It's nice and low to the ground. It looks good as well, adds to the sporty nature of what the car's all about. Looking at the headlights, we've got the vertical headlights there. It's got the blue design there as well, BMW LED. I think you can spec this up as well to have matrix LED as well, adaptive. And then on the side, we have the side curtain to help drive the way the air goes around the tire. And then moving on to the side here, we have this nice design on the alloys as well. Looks really good, comes with this M Sport package, which also means you get this red brake calipers here, which looks fantastic. I love the color contrast. And then moving on further to the side here, we've got the logo or the badge there as well. And then we've got the M mirror, which has got this nice cutout on here, again, helping with that aerodynamic nature of what this is all about. It looks nice and low to the ground as well, which I really like on the side. I'm about 5'11", so you can sort of see what this looks like with the car next to me. I promise I'm not trying to match the car with my shirt as well. Looking at the door handle, this is not a recessed version or anything like that. It just stands out like that with an oval shape again. Looks really good. You've got the subtle lines that leads all the way to the back on the side. Got this nice little crease here as well. Nice and subtle, not too aggressive, and it looks good. It's got this nice coupe style, the way it slopes down to the back. Nice silhouette on the side as well. One thing that they told me though that I should mention is this sunroof as well. You can opt to have a sunroof or not have it at all, but the design, the way that this is done in the factory is they didn't have to wrap it or anything like that. It's just got this nice robots just literally doing the color scheme, the design work, and it's nice as well. This black sunroof looks really good. Again, nice contrast to what it's all about. And then we go towards the back here. We got the tail lights in this nice 3D finishing. Got nice BMW M design language there as well in terms of the shape of it. This arrow, pointy arrow looking thing. And we've got a nice tiny boot spoiler as well, nice and subtle. I like that. And then this doesn't actually do anything. There's no side curtain or anything like that, but for design's sake, it's good to have that there because then it's matching. One thing we didn't talk about is the way this flares out as well. The wheel arch here, it's nice as well. It gives it that hinged look. I kind of like that. Really good. I like this color, if I haven't said that already. Let's move towards the back here a little bit. So what you notice is this is looking a lot more compact compared to how it used to be on the predecessor. So the way they've sort of in blocks the colors here, they've used the color to sort of trick us into thinking this is a lot more compact compared to before. Before it looked a bit chunky, bulky rather. So they've moved this bit up here so the paint starts a bit higher compared to before when it was lower. So really cool. And because this is the M version, so to be specific, this is a 235. We do get the exhaust, the quartet, so 2 on either sides, looking nice and sporty and aggressive as well. Love that diffuser. Gives it that sporty F1 sort of look over there. I keep saying F1 because I love F1, but yeah. In the boot, if I open this, like so, it's got a nice opening to it in terms of the aperture, as you can see there, easy to fit things into the boot. You can also drop the seats down. It's got a couple of buttons here. I won't pull them, but there's a couple of tab edits which drops the back seat. We've got 40-20 split of the seats there, which allows you to fit a lot more in like a bicycle. And talking about bicycles, you can also take this out and fold it up and put it away. So that goes a bit deeper. So that 430 liters of boot space is inclusive of this space that's underneath this little board here. But in case you don't need that extra space that's underneath there, it just keeps it nice and flat and flush so you can easily slide things right inside of the boot. Just before we go in the car as well, just like the 1 Series, like I said, you see some resemblance with the 1 Series. There's also 2 embossed on the side on the C-pillar here, which I think is nice. It's a nice little touch. It's subtle, really nice. One thing I forgot to mention earlier as well is this are 19-inch as well. You can have 18 as well, but with the M Sport stuff, you get the 19 on this. The standard version of this car will come from 17-inch, so pick wisely when it comes to things like road noise and all that stuff. You have to bear that in mind. So over in the back seat, there's surprisingly good enough space here as well for long journeys for the passengers at the back. I love the sitting position. My knees aren't too raised high, they're not too low. It's just kind of spot on. It just hits the spot as to where it should be. Just like the 1 Series that we reviewed already. There's plenty of space for the feet as well to tuck it in for long journeys. Although this is not where I'd sit in the front, I'll probably move that back just a tad little bit. But even then, there's enough space for my knees as well to be nice and comfortably sat here. The seat finishing is nice as well. I love the contrast between the red and the black finishing here. I think it's red. I'm not sure about the lighting in here, but anyway, regardless, I love the contrasting colors here. There are 2 USB-C ports to charge your devices for the passengers at the back. And we also have the arm and elbow rest here. One thing that's good about this is usually I don't like the bottle holders here, but this is big enough for you to be able to still rest your elbow and not have to worry about your elbow sinking into the bottle holder. So that's good. One thing to do mention though is the headroom. Obviously this is lower as well, and this has got the sunroof here. So with the sunroof, it means this comes down just a tad little bit because, you know, you need all the mechanism and stuff like that to fit all that in. So if you do get one with sunroof, you might have to sacrifice a bit of headroom here. As you can see, it's just about touching with my head. I'm 5'11". So if you were 6 foot and above, you might struggle to sit comfortably at the back here without having to sort of hunch your back over. But otherwise, it feels very premium here. It's really nice. And because this is the M Sport as well, it's got the package to have the Harman Kardon sound system as standard. Over in the front cabin, it's very nice here as well. Enjoying how cozy it feels, and it feels very sporty as well. I say sporty because we do get the sport seat to the M illuminated M logo on the headrest as well. That's integrated, and this is sculptured so it keeps you in the seat. Nice side bolsters there as well. Again, loving the color contrast of the seat. So it gets that M design language treatment up in the front as well. You got your nice steering wheel, nice and bold. There's no flat bottom here, unfortunately. You do get your paddle shift as well with boost function on there as well. Here we get the usual stuff in your BMW, so wireless charging, 2 USB-C ports, media control, and just a nice flat area here, so it's not imposing. So that's really good. You get this curved display as well, big displays similar to the 1 Series, so you can do all kind of different settings on here. It's very responsive as always. It's got the latest OS 9 operating system on there, so everything functions really well. Supports Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and you also get this pattern all around the dash as well, which is really nice, especially for the ambient color settings. You can change that to suit your mood. And then one thing I love is if we look over the side, this material here, as you can see, is actually real aluminium, and it's been designed and printed in a special way where they brought it out, got the holes in it, and then put the plastic underneath it. And there's a whole process that went into that. And this is stitching here as well for the M colors that's on there. We've got head-up display in this particular version here. And yeah, it's pretty good. I love that they've got Harman Kardon sound system as well. So all the premium stuff that you can expect in your M car. One thing I've got written down that I know that I might have forgotten as well is the kind of powertrain that's available. So the stuff that you're used to. So we get the 216, the 220, the 223. The 216 is coming in March, and also the 223 X-Drive is coming next year. And we've got this one, which is the M235. There's also 2 diesel versions as well. So the 218 and the 220Ds. So if you're into the diesel version, those will be the option that will be available to you. But that's pretty much it in terms of the walk around and just the first look at the 2 Gran Coupe itself. Next to the Brooklyn Grey M Sport Pack version over there is this one with the M Tech Pack, which comes in this Borusan blue color, and this color is really nice. The Borusan name itself is named after a racetrack in Turkey, which is where that's from. So that color looks really nice contrasting black with it as well. This one doesn't have the sunroof, and with the M Tech Pack, this one comes with different brake calipers and also different wheel design. But what I've been told is this wheel design, if you like it like I do, you can actually spec the other one with this wheel design as well. But that's the main key thing here for the M-Tech Pack. Looks good though, let me know what you think. So that's pretty much it for the walk around and just the first look and impression of the design and the interior, all that stuff. We can't drive it just yet, so hopefully we get to drive it when it's available to be driven. But if this is your first time around here, please do subscribe, smash the like button and share it as well. It does really help me out. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.